FCI is an Africa-wide agri-market development agency and a leading strategic direct implementing partner in Africa. The organization's focus areas include profitable smallholder commercialization and aggregation, value chain analysis, market access, trade development, and private sector alliances for sustainable and rural economic growth.
Markets is actually a very proven gateway from all the data that we are gathering, that it offers holistic development for smallholder farmers and agro-pastoralists. It's the avenue actually through which they are able to access incomes and they're able to build their livelihoods much more sustainably.
Linking smallholder farmers to markets requires that they undergo a simplified but long-term and systematic graduation pathway which addresses the gaps that enable the exclusion from markets.
For farmers who are ill-prepared, markets are completely unforgiving. Smallholder farmers in Africa find themselves deep-seated in the unfortunate state of unpreparedness. Markets demand superior and standardized quality, and smallholder farmers do not meet the bar. Markets demand large quantities, an impossible demand to meet for individual farmers with small landholding. Markets demand timeliness, which is unlikely in the unscheduled and coordinated nature of smallholder farming.
FCI's smallholder graduation pathway is deliberate, innovative, and customized. It's implemented at the village level through the commercial village model, which systematically evolves communities towards enterprise profitability and stabilized incomes.
The commercial village model is an inclusive business model developed by Farm Concern International that includes the household approach, both for women, men, and youth, as equal business partners at the household level.
Ultimately, an entire village benefits from this aggregation approach, which provides the economies of scale necessary to respond to market demands. Whether one farmer has small volumes or larger quantities, it all comes together to benefit the collective whole. FCI also works actively in markets. At the market level, FCI's focus is strategically and primarily on traditional informal markets as the most ideal passage between the formal markets and rural villages.
Our main goal in these traditional informal markets is to digitize the vital information and also analyze the pieces of information that we collect for sharing with the many stakeholders that we partner with.
Business between informal and formal markets is enhanced for the benefit of smallholder trade when consumer markets are consistently expanding. Expanding consumer markets ensures sustained and increased demand for commodities.
Farm Concern International continues its focus on smallholder commercialization and market development. Over the years, Farm Concern International has partnered with over 132 development partners to scale up impact among smallholder communities. And this we have achieved in several countries in multiple value chains.
Lasting solutions to the pressing challenges that face agrarian Africa must be homegrown and sensitive to the domestic, regional, and continental landscape. Sustained progress also demands continued partnership. FCI creates partnership platforms that enable learning and at the same time allow each institution to do what they are best at. This is all part of the effort to realize the vision of commercialized smallholder communities with increased incomes for improved, stabilized, and sustainable livelihoods in Africa and beyond.